The world is experiencing a profound demographic shift. Birth rates are plummeting in many countries, a trend with significant implications for the future. Recent data paints a stark picture. The global fertility rate has fallen to 2.25 live births per woman. This is just slightly above the replacement level of 2.1. To put this into perspective, in 1950, the global average was 5 children per woman. Today, over half of all countries fall below the replacement level. This decline is not limited to any specific region. In England and Wales, a recent milestone was reached. Births and deaths are equal for only the second time in 190 years. The European Union is witnessing its lowest birth rates since 1961. Even Mexico's birth rate has now dipped below that of the United States. These figures highlight a global phenomenon with far-reaching consequences. One of the most significant factors driving this decline is economic anxiety. The cost of raising a child has skyrocketed, especially in developed nations. From education to healthcare, parents face mounting expenses. Housing, a fundamental need, has become increasingly unaffordable in many urban centers. This leaves potential parents, particularly millennials and Gen Z, grappling with the financial burden of raising a family. The economic realities of today are vastly different from those of previous generations. The gig economy, student loan debt, and stagnant wages have created a climate of financial uncertainty. Young adults are delaying major life milestones, including marriage and homeownership, due to these economic pressures. The decision to have children, often seen as a significant financial commitment, is being impacted as well. The empowerment of women is another crucial factor shaping this demographic shift. With increased access to education and career opportunities, women have greater control over their reproductive choices. The advent of reliable contraception, particularly the pill, revolutionized family planning. Women could delay or forego childbirth to pursue professional aspirations. This shift represents a profound societal change. Women are no longer bound by traditional expectations of marriage and motherhood. They are active participants in the workforce, contributing to the economy and shaping their own destinies. This newfound agency allows for a more deliberate approach to family planning where motherhood is a choice, not an obligation. Cultural and social norms around family size are also evolving. The traditional image of the large, multi-generational family is fading. Smaller nuclear families are becoming increasingly common. This is partly driven by changing living arrangements, with urbanization leading to smaller living spaces. Furthermore, there is a growing acceptance of diverse family structures. Single-parent households, blended families, and same-sex couples raising children are challenging the traditional definition of family. This shift in societal attitudes contributes to a more fluid and individualized approach to family planning. Section 5. Debunking the declining birth rate myths. The decline in birth rates has sparked numerous misconceptions. One common misunderstanding is the interpretation of the total fertility rate, or TFR. The TFR measures age-specific birth rates in a given year, not lifetime fertility. While the TFR has declined, lifetime fertility has remained relatively stable. For instance, the US TFR in 2023 was 1.67, but this doesn't necessarily reflect a permanent decline in the number of children women will have throughout their lives. Another misconception is the assumption that low fertility inevitably leads to economic doom. This fear is largely unfounded. In fact, low fertility countries currently produce about 90% of global GDP. While a shrinking workforce presents challenges, these can be addressed through increased participation of women, older adults, and marginalized communities in the workforce. Additionally, automation and AI are poised to transform the future of work, potentially mitigating the impact of a shrinking labor pool. Section 6. Navigating the policy landscape. Policymakers are grappling with the implications of declining birth rates. Some countries have implemented financial incentives such as tax breaks or baby bonuses to encourage larger families. However, these measures have often proven ineffective. Addressing the root causes of declining fertility requires a more comprehensive approach. Governments should focus on providing greater support for parents. This includes affordable childcare, paid parental leave, and access to assisted reproductive technologies. Addressing the housing affordability crisis is also crucial. By easing the financial burden of raising children, policymakers can create an environment more conducive to family formation. Section 7. The upside of fewer footprints. While declining birth rates present challenges, they also offer potential benefits. A smaller population could lead to a more sustainable future. With fewer people consuming resources, the strain on the planet's ecosystems could be alleviated. This could lead to cleaner air, cleaner water, and a healthier environment overall. Furthermore, with fewer children, parents may have more resources to invest in each child's education and well-being. This could lead to a more skilled and educated workforce in the future. Additionally, a smaller population could result in less competition for jobs and resources, potentially leading to a higher quality of life for individuals. Section 8. A New World Order. The demographic shifts underway have the potential to reshape the global landscape. As some countries grapple with shrinking populations, others experience continued growth. This could lead to a shift in global power dynamics. Countries with declining populations may see a reduction in their global influence, while those with growing populations could see their influence increase. This demographic transition is also likely to impact migration patterns. Countries facing labor shortages may increasingly rely on immigration to fill critical roles in their workforce. This could lead to greater cultural diversity and exchange of ideas, but it also presents integration challenges. Section 9. Looking towards the future. The decline in global birth rates is a complex issue with far-reaching consequences. Economic anxieties, female empowerment, and shifting social norms are all contributing to this trend. While there are valid concerns about the economic and social impacts of a shrinking population, it's important to approach this issue with a balanced perspective. Addressing the root causes of declining fertility requires a multifaceted approach. Policymakers must focus on creating a supportive environment for families, while individuals and societies adapt to the realities of a changing world. As we navigate this demographic transition, fostering a sense of optimism and embracing the potential benefits of a smaller, more sustainable future will be crucial.